If it happens in the wild of the Midwest, from the Great Lakes to the fields of the heartland, up the streams and into the hills, down the trails and back again, we'll be there with our guns, bows, traps, and fishing poles. Tag along as we bring you the best of the Midwest, right here on Midwest Wilderness Expedition.
Thanks for joining us today, everybody. We sure have had an intense winter so far this year, but the one great thing about that is we have a ton of ice, and that means a ton of ice fishing. We'll be on the ice most of the show today, but after that, we're going to give you a look at our Sleeping Bear Dunes salmon fishing program. A couple of months ago, we learned about a new style of tip-up for ice fishing. Today, we're going to give you a look at when we went out and gave them a hardcore test run.
This segment is brought to you by Michigan Trapper and Predator Callers Association, Cass Archery, and Morgan's Composting, home of Dairy Dew.
All right, we got a flag.
Bull's not turning.
And they're fighting one back there. Got one? Nope. All right. Does it feel pretty good? Oh, well, he is not ready yet. Oh, wow. That's a hog. Oh, another one. Got another flag. We were fishing with our good friends Mark Schumera, Lenny Vaughn, his son Jace, and some friends of theirs. We went out in the dark this morning so we could have some lines down when the sun came up and the fish started biting. It didn't take long for the flags on these double trouble tip-ups to start popping. It also didn't take long for the Arctic winds off of Lake Michigan to pick up and absolutely freeze us. If you have ever ice fished, I'm sure you can see just how frigid it was. With the wind chill, it was about -20, and it was almost impossible to get anything but wind noise in our camera microphones. But the fish were biting, so we stuck it out. If you have seen us fishing with Lenny and Mark in previous episodes, you know the laughs are as plentiful as the fish. When we come back, you're going to see a few more of those moments and a lot more fish. We'll be right back.
Bishop's Marine Transport is your trusted hauler of boats and yachts. All across the country, we deliver your boat safely. From the Great Lakes to the Gulf, from Long Island to the Carolinas, you can be confident. Bishop's Marine Transport.
And we're back. These Double Trouble tip-ups were performing flawlessly, and it did not take long for us to get some even bigger fish on top of the ice.
This segment is brought to you by Thorn Creek Taxidermy, Peter Bodysuit, and Zeus Broadheads.
Felt like a pretty big one.
It's pretty big. It's fine. Trying to be as easy on it. Not working at all. It is not ready to come through the hole yet, man. When you're on light mono like this, you gotta just tire them out.
Yeah, he's coming up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Biggest pike of the day. Oh yeah! Double Trouble tip-ups. Oh yeah. We did have a couple of pop-up shanties that we were able to take turns warming up in, and it was a good thing because the wind was relentless. You can see that the entire lighthouse is just a block of ice, and the waves just to the right of it are about 8-footers. Finally, at about midday, the wind let up to where we could actually get some usable audio footage.
Little one?
Whoa! Jumbo perch!
Jumbo!
No, no! Look at that.
Man, Lenny.
That's a dandy perch there. These tip-ups, we've been running them all day long. We've been probably testing them for the last couple weeks. Great success, so we thought we'd do a show and show you guys what kind of damage you can do with these Double Troubles. They're real convenient. There's actually 2 tip-ups in this, and all you have to do is just basically open it up. And you start, lock it down. And basically all you're going to do is just take this hook right off of here, put the hook down through the middle, like this. You're going to pull that right on down, set it right up like that, and then you're just going to put that right on down to whatever depth you want to fish it. And you're just going to lock that flag right back in there, and it's locked in. As soon as the fish pike hits it, tip up goes down. What I like about these is they have a tensioner here, this wing tensioner, so you can actually tension that up to put a little bit more tension on it, or a little less tension depending on how much you want tension to have that for the pike when they hit it. I like it just a little bit more so that when they grab it, they pick it up and run with it. It kind of sets the hook a little bit as they run with it.
I tell you what, guys, I've used quite a few tip-ups, but these double troubles are some of the best. You gotta check them out if you do any of your own ice fishing. When we come back, the biggest fish of the day comes topside of the ice.
So this is some of the results you get by using Food Plot Dew. Food Plot Dew is an 844 and it has 4% calcium in there. So as we're growing our food plot, it needs those minerals so it can help flourish and make healthy plants and mineral dense plants. So that's why we really focus on making sure that our soil is correct, making sure that the minerals are correct, and then picking the right seed that fits the area that we have.
The pike were biting better than expected, so after a quick run to go get some more bait, we're back at it. Check out a few more of these hogs.
This segment is brought to you by Hills Products, Silverback Off-Road, and Weeby Knives.
Jace was the fastest one of us all, so he was beating us to the flags every time. But I tell you what, that kid is good. He definitely has quite a career ahead of him in the fishing world. Some fresh bait is exactly what this next fish wanted.
Get out of here, Mark. Get out of here.
Folks, this is his 5 seconds of fame.
That anybody can do this, as you can see, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Thing's gonna bite you, man.
Wow.
That's a great northern. I think that's the biggest they've ever gotten out of the ice. That and the other one I got today.
Mark Shumera is the owner and brains behind 360 Marine Rod Holders. It turns out that Spencer Plastics, the maker of Double Trouble tip-ups, have some new products from Mark as well.
So what do you have new that Spencer Plastics is working on for you, Mark?
Oh, it's top secret.
Top secret.
Oh my goodness.
Can't
They're doing
say.
a bunch of stuff for me. I've known Shannon. Shannon's the president. I've known him for a lot of years, and I've known a lot of the guys here for a lot of years. They're really, really good guys. And not only that, they're all sportsmen. And they think outside the box. They do some pretty creative things. And I enjoy working with them because every time I see them, they're happy. And it's just a really nice place. And I'll tell you what, these tip-ups that they're making right now, I've had a lot of tip-ups. I fished tip-ups all my life, and They don't get no easier than this. And they, you know what, with the spool out of the water, you don't bring it up and it all turns to ice, one big block of ice, and you got to get it in. Or you're in your bucket and you got your 3 tip-ups and you're going out, all of a sudden you pull one out and they're all tangled together. You don't have that issue. After so many years of fishing, you fish for, you know, your life, and then you get into designing and developing stuff that helped you out, and then next thing you do, you're expanding. And they've been real helpful in creating new adventures for me anyways, for the fishing industry. And we got a diver coming out and some rattles, but a diver that's going to change the way people fish. It's pretty amazing. So I look forward to getting that. We've already had it in the water. It works great. So they're in production right now, and hopefully we'll have them out this spring. And then we'll take you out there, Dave, and show you the diver.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we've had a great day, as you can see. I think we got 12. So we're gonna put some tip-ups away, but it's been a great day. Big thanks to Mark Schumera, Lenny Vaughn, captain of Slipknot Charters, Jace Vaughn, a few other buddies out here, and I mean we've been killing it. These tip-ups are flawless. These double tip-ups are so easy for putting away, and man, they put some fish on the ice. By the afternoon, we were absolutely frozen, and we'd already got our limit of pike on the ice. So, with a 2-hour drive home, we decided to pack up and get headed out. Well, it's not all the fish. We got some guys took.
It was a good day. Great day.
When we come back, we're going to give you a glimpse of some of the best salmon fishing in the world.
Michigan Trapper and Predator Callers Association
allows you to sell your fur here to multiple buyers. So if you catch 10 beaver this year, Logan, and you take them to your local fur buyer, they're going to give you one price for it, okay? If you bring those same 10 beaver here, you may have 8 or 10 people, fur buyers, bidding on your fur.
Mimas Farm. Bring your clients, bring your friends. Your next adventure awaits.
Silverback Off-Road, your headquarters for all things off-road. Stop in and see our enclosure and heater options for trail riding this winter.
Did you know that some of the best salmon fishing in the world is right here in Michigan's Sleeping Bear Dunes? Every August, the salmon come by the tens of thousands. In September, they begin their journey up the rivers. Fishing as the sun comes up over the dunes or as it sets over the Manitou Islands is absolutely magical. Book a trip with us for the experience of a lifetime. Message us on Facebook, call or text.
I'm sure you all know about the whitetail hunts we offer in Indiana, but we also want to tell you about the salmon fishing trips we offer in the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Park. So to wrap things up today, we're going to show you an interview I did with Paul Stowe at the Platte River State Fish Hatchery, and after that, we're going to show you some of the action out on the water.
This segment is brought to you by Kills Products, Silverback Off-Road, and Weavy Knives.
I'm here with Paul Stowe.
Hi, I'm Paul Stowe from Platte River State Fish Hatchery with the Michigan DNR.
Why don't you give us a little bit of a rundown on what some of the fish you guys raise here?
Yeah, thanks. So as you mentioned, the coho salmon, that's kind of our bread and butter here at Platte River State Fish Hatchery. We were one of the birthplaces, I guess, for that salmon program here in the upper Great Lakes, and we continue that program here today. We also raise Chinook salmon, Atlantic salmon, and we also hatch walleyes.
So can you tell us a little more about the history of the Platte River State Fish Hatchery here and how you guys operate?
Yeah. So Platte River State Fish Hatchery, really in its current form as a large cold water fish rearing facility, really started in about 1974. But prior to that, actually from 1928 until about 1970, these grounds were actually home to a satellite rearing facility for rearing trout. And those trout eggs during that time period were coming from either Odin State Fish Hatchery or Harrietta State Fish Hatchery.
So you guys are going to be continuing, or I should say starting chipping, correct? For salmon this year?
It's actually, so what it is, it's a binary code tag number that's on a small wire that's inserted into the snout of fish. It's known as a coded wire tag. Okay. And that will allow us to better utilize our resources, but also we'll be able to determine for the first time how much natural reproduction is occurring for coho salmon and what are the contributions to our lake-wide fishery and to the spawning brood stocks, and how much wild fish are out there, or naturalized coho salmon, I guess I should say. That'll be a big help to research and ourselves to better understand how our impacts, or how our operational impacts go beyond just the fishing and go into the ecology and thinking about forage base and how much forage there is out there right now, and how we need to conserve that for the future to spawn and continue so that we have a salmon fishery long into the future.
Check out a few minutes of one of my fishing trips in September with Captain Kyle and Captain Justin. It was a slaughter fest. This year, Dad and I will be expanding our salmon trips with the help of Captain Kyle Janaus and Captain Justin Dixon. We will be running multiple boats of multiple sizes so we can accommodate any size group you have and any skill level angler. This is some fishing action you do not want to miss. If you want to book your date today, call or text 231-250-2416 to book with Dave, Kyle, or Justin, and we can get you out on these fish. Thanks for watching today, everybody. We'll catch you next week.
Double Trouble Tip-Ups. 2 tip-ups that conveniently store within themselves in one self-contained pack. No more frozen fingers while untangling a mess in your bucket. Quick, easy, and reliable way to get fish on top of the ice.
Trophy hunting blinds have evolved into nothing short of the best on the market. With their silent weighted drawstring windows and spacious designs, you will be hunting in complete comfort. Check them out at www.trophyhuntingblinds.com. We now have dealer opportunities available throughout the Midwest. When only the best will do, it has to be trophyhuntingblinds.com.